Frantz Fanon was born on the small island of Martinique in 1925 under the heavy shadow of French colonial rule. His early life unfolded in a world defined by hierarchy, one where skin color, language, and class dictated worth. Yet even as a boy, Fanon displayed an uncommon awareness of the forces shaping his world. He would later call it a precocious sense of injustice. When World War II broke out, Fanon, still a teenager, enlisted in the Free French forces. He believed in the promise of liberty, equality, and fraternity, the ideals France claimed as its own. But on the battlefields of Europe, he discovered a bitter truth. While risking his life fighting fascism, Fanon faced racial discrimination from the very army he served. Black soldiers were sidelined, used as cannon fodder, and rarely recognized for their sacrifice. It was a lesson in hypocrisy that burned into his young mind. After the war, Fanon returned to a Martinique still chained to colonialism. He completed his studies and went on to study psychiatry in France. It was here that his understanding of the human mind and society deepened. But the more he learned, the clearer it became. Colonialism was not just a political system, it was psychological warfare. It broke people from the inside out. It taught them to hate their skin, their language, their culture. It replaced their sense of self with dependence and inferiority. Fanon refused to be another cog in that machine. When he took a position as a psychiatrist in Algeria in the 1950s, he walked straight into the heart of a brutal conflict. Algeria's war for independence against France was raging, and the French colonial system was showing its most violent face. Fanon treated Algerian patients tortured by the French military. He listened to their stories, the silence between their words heavy with trauma. But he also saw the psychological wounds on the colonizers themselves, how oppressing others warped their minds and moral compass. For Fanon, psychiatry was no longer enough. He joined the Algerian liberation movement, not as a soldier, but as a thinker and writer whose pen became a weapon sharper than any blade. In 1952, he published Black Skin, White Masks, a groundbreaking work exploring how colonialism and racism shaped the psyche. The book tore open the hidden wounds of colonized people, showing how they were taught to internalize their own oppression. But it was his later book, The Wretched of the Earth, that became his rallying cry. Written as his health was failing, the work is a fiery manifesto for liberation. Fanon argued that freedom could only come through total decolonization, not just removing foreign rulers, but rebuilding the minds of the oppressed. He believed in the power of action, of self-assertion, of reclaiming dignity. Even as cancer consumed his body, Fanon worked feverishly. He dictated chapters from his deathbed, determined to finish what he started. He died in 1961 at just 36 years old. His life cut short, but his ideas unleashed like a storm across Africa, the Caribbean, and beyond. His writings became a cornerstone for liberation movements worldwide. Leaders from Che Guevara to Steve Biko to the anti-apartheid activists in South Africa drew strength from his words. Fanon's mindset was Spartan at its core, not in conquest, but in discipline, clarity, and an unshakable commitment to human dignity. He had once written, "Each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it." Fanon found his mission early and pursued it relentlessly, even as his own body failed him. His life remains a testament to the power of mental resilience and the courage to confront systems of domination at their roots. Fanon's rise was not loud or celebrated in his lifetime. He was vilified, censored, and watched. But like a warrior training in silence, he prepared his legacy in private struggle. When the world finally heard him, it could not look away. His journey shows that the Spartan mindset is not just for soldiers or athletes. It belongs to anyone who faces down overwhelming odds, forges discipline in adversity, and transforms personal struggle into a force for collective liberation. Order the Spartan mindset today and embark on your journey toward becoming the leader your world needs. Let your struggles forge you into a warrior of character and resolve. The Spartan Mindset provides a comprehensive and actionable guide to personal development and resilience. Available now for just $19.99. Purchase your copy from the links in the description box below and on this channel's homepage. Because your future begins with the right mindset. The Spartan Mindset.